afternoon from Nyayo National Stadium. This is championship energy in the air as we tip off the AS Cup semifinals where young talent meets big opportunity. Today we start with the Dementors and Sudd Eagles matchup. And holding it down tonight will be myself, the golden voice of African basketball. I'm Sindale Shani. This tournament isn't just about buckets and bragging rights. It's about youth development, women's empowerment, and giving the next generation a real stage to shine. Ask Foundation has put belief behind the game, and these players are ready to repay it with effort, heart, and some serious highlight plays. You'll catch all of that right here on Akapi Sports Network. The stakes are high, the crowd is ready, and Nyayo is alive thanks to the ladies' games that took place right before this first semifinals matchup. The finals bracket has taken complete shape now for the ladies. It's going to be the Starlets playing against Juba Tigres in the women's finals matchup. And it was a beautiful semifinal game between the Starlets and the Junubin Queens. We were able to catch that right before this game right here. And it went down to the wire. Starlets had a buzzer beater to take the victory 59 to 58 points. And let's see if that kind of energy and flair will translate to this men's semifinal matchup. As we take a look at the head-to-head stats, Sudd Eagles had a great quarterfinals game, shooting 45% from inside the arc and 30% from deep. Dementors, they had beat Bounce Forward 65-62 at the quarterfinal stage. They were undefeated in the group stage, so they are carrying some serious winning momentum into this matchup. The Sudd Eagles won in the groups, lost one game in the group stage to Nakuru Hawks. And that was largely in part to their turnovers, which they were plagued with in the quarterfinals matchup again. And that's going to have to be cleaned up if they want to continue their finals campaign and get back onto the big stage. As we take a look at the team roster for Dementors, it's going to be led by number 14, Wade Deng, as well as Mathiang Garang Geshogu. These are names that are very familiar to those who follow the CL All-Star, players who feature heavily at that level, and some participated in the CL All-Star game. So there'll be a lot of reliance on them to perform in this semi-final matchup. As we now take a look at the team roster for Sudd Eagles. Again, a strong lineup of players with some star power. Jackson Bisingu with phenomenal performance at the quarterfinal stage. Again, plagued with turnovers, but where he came up short in turnovers, he excelled offensively as he was joined with Yen Mate, scored double figures and helped lead the team to victory. But I don't think they would have been able to do it without the presence of their point guard, number 5, Yop Goni. His composure, his ability to control the pace of the game and make sure that everyone is involved played a huge role in Sudd Eagles' performance, not only in the group stage, but especially at the quarterfinal stage, where they beat the Originals 84-78. And correction on the screens, the head coach for Dementors is Coach Kerry Odhiambo, better known as T9 by the Kenyan basketball fraternity, and he'll be bringing in his wealth of experience and technical know-how into this Dementors bench. T9, he has championship pedigree, having just won the KNBL, that's the National Basketball League, with Nairobi City Thunder as an assistant coach. Let's see if he can make that a two-peat by taking the boys into the finals and winning the championship game there. Game officials for this game: Mercy Wangeshi, Paul Maivia, and Jimmy Miner on your screens right now. They'll be making sure that it'll be a clean and fair game as we get to the final minutes here right before the tip-off. A warm welcome to all of you joining us on this live stream. As usual, we love to hear from you in the comments who you're rooting for. Occasionally, we get some great coaching tips from the viewers on the comments, letting us know what they think the players should do, what adjustments need to be made. Let's get active on there. Always love to hear from you. So this is the first of a double-double, rather back-to-back evening of games. The first semifinal starts now, and then we got the second semifinal happening right afterwards between the Kodok Warriors and the Nakuru Hawks. So clear your schedules for the next, 4 hours? And be prepared to watch some of the top South Sudanese talent in the country going head-to-head, sprinkled, of course, with a few Kenyan nationals as well. This is the second edition of the AS Cup. The first edition took place last year and brought in 8 men's teams, 2 women's teams, and it has grown since then. This year we got 16 men's teams and 4 women's teams in town, and these players have come from across the country and of course from over the country borders to South Sudan in Juba. But we have a team present also from Kakuma. So it is exciting to have that kind of level of players here. The grassroots development in Kenya continuing to grow. And I think what I love about Kenya is that there's always a basketball event going on. Even though we're well past the finals of the National Premier League, there's been a plethora of tournaments, not just 5-on-5, but 3x3 as well. The Bitcoin tournament was in town a couple of weeks ago. We saw a one-on-one format take shape there. And again, you are spoiled for choice when it comes to basketball in this beautiful country of ours. But this week, right before going on until Thursday, right before the weekend, we get to enjoy the Ask Cup. So hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. This game is about to get underway. Taking a look at the starting lineup for these two squads. For Dementors, it's going to be Wade Deng, no surprise there. Yaya Garang, Kevin Mugisha, Jong Bai Jok, and Garang Kwal, where the Sudd Eagles going to be led by Jackson Bisingu, Yen Mate, and this game is underway. Who draws first blood first? It's gonna be Dementors. The hands of number 8, Kevin Mugisha. Jackson fakes the pass, goes for the shot, unable to respond on the other end of the floor. Here comes Mugisha. Garang at the wing, gets it back to Mugisha at the top of the key. Mugisha looking at his options, looks like Jackson got a piece of that, so shot comes up short. And then the ball is poked out of bounds. So we'll stay on this end of the floor as Mate gets things started. Long pass to Jackson. Extra pass to the wing. Yes! Kevin Mugisha, back-to-back field goals for him. Excuse me, that was Thon Marial of the Sudd Eagles. Mugisha plays for Dementors. It's going to be Dementors in the gray jerseys and Sudd Eagles in the green. Got to make sure that I remember that, but look at the rejection from Jong Bai Jok. Listen, if there's something about tournaments with a lot of South Sudanese players, you have got to expect that kind of defensive delivery. Average height on this floor is well above 6 feet. So if you're attacking the rim, you got to come correct. Mugisha lines it up. Not able to knock it down. Defensive board picked up by Francis Buana. Jackson went right into the trees, got the ball stolen away, and then wanted the foul call, but didn't get the whistle that he wanted. Ball goes out of bounds. So Sudd Eagles will bring it up. Bisungu feeds the post to Buana. Buana against two defenders. Ball goes flat. Here comes Dementors. Wade Dang, automatic, no go. And when he gets in a rhythm, he becomes a real problem for any team playing against him. So they cannot let Wade Dang get hot. Nice feed into the post, and then it's one step too many for Garang Kwal as Dementors pick up a turnover. Have the steal and then the fast break on the other end of the floor. Good finish from Garang. Dementors are up 2 as we start to approach the 7-minute mark of this first quarter. Buana, long pass out to Jackson. Jackson to Deng. Deng comes up short. Mugisha, a long pass, and the reverse lay-in is good for Garang, who puts up 2 field goals for the Dementors. Jackson, oof, looks like he hyperextended his knee on that play. He's slow to recover as we have a kick on Mate. And Jackson visibly in a significant amount of pain as we take another look at that replay right there. Good court vision from Mugisha to find his teammate running down the floor. That's the push that Dementors need to have. Take advantage of slow defensive recovery. As Jackson Bisungu checks out of the game. It's tough to get those bunnies underneath the rim when you've got the height that is on this floor. Another good job taking advantage of the slow defensive recovery. Yaya Garang has seen the holes in the defense and is taking full advantage of it. Sudd Eagles now trailing by 6 as we've got a foul on the floor. Holding foul called on number 7, Garang. So it's going to be Yopgoni to inbound. Mate. Huge game in the quarterfinals. No offensive delivery just yet. But don't write him off. Mate wants it. Kicks it out. We got a long three on the way and raises the front of the iron as it bounces out of bounds. So it's going to be Dementer ball. Mugisha kicks it to Garang. Garang back to Mugisha. Comes up empty. As we take a look at the players on the floor right now. Coach Carey has maintained his starting lineup for this first 5 minutes of the game. Mate at the baseline fadeaway is good. And then that's the lineup for Sudd Eagles. Only change that has been made is Jackson Bisungu on the bench. He's getting some treatment from the medical team. Looked like he had hyperextended his knee as Wade Deng. Easy money. Got a foul. And it's going to be Garang who picks up what is his second personal foul. So Dementer extended this lead a little bit more to 6. Deng on the drive. Deng fouled hard, and he earns a trip to the free throw line. Under 4:30 to go in this first semifinal game of the day. Eagles have had a slow start. As Deng gets the first free throw drop. Second attempt is off, and it's deflected out of bounds by Jong Bai Jok. So Sudd Eagles with another opportunity to score. Mate, jab step, kicks it out for the pass. Wants it back in that low post. Looks like the Dementors did the right scouting report, double teaming. And then the save and the push for Dementors. That's going to be a carry. Garang forgot he's not playing street ball. This is traditional 5-on-5. That is not allowed. If you're just joining us, it's the 2025 edition of the Ask Cup. First semifinal game of the day between Sudd Eagles in the green and Dementors in the gray. It's been a cool start, really, for both teams. Gisha looking to change that. Gets the ball across half court, attacks center lane in Mate's face. Mate did just enough to make sure he couldn't finish up the play. Gadquay loses it, and another fast break opportunity. 6 points for Yaya Garang. All 6 have come from fast breaks. And that seems to be his go-to action. As Sudd Eagles have gone scoreless in the last several possessions. Fawn Marial, the only player to have scored in Sudd Eagles, if I'm not mistaken. Mate got a field goal, and Deng got one from the free throw line. But there has to be a timeout call on the floor as Jong Bai Jok gets Dementors to 15 points. Eagles need to stop the bleeding and make a couple adjustments. Slightly over 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. And Eagles have been cold offensively as Dementors seem to have finally been able to shake off the cobwebs and step into some kind of offensive rhythm. Back to the action here. Deng, long pass for the corner three. That one's good to go. John Gatquay brings the Eagles to 9 points. Good way to come out of a timeout. Garang now at the wing, fires a pass to Wade Deng. Wade Deng looked good, but off the mark. Good defensive stop from the Sudd Eagles, and now he just got a score. Gatquay. Oh, back-to-back three-point shots for Gatquay. Lets it fly. And he has brought Sudd Eagles 3 points away from Dementors. Don't know what was said in that timeout by Coach Zachariah, but he must have whispered something in Gatquay's ear that has allowed him to develop a hot hand as the Eagles have officially caught up and made it a one-possession game. Eagles shooting 42% from beyond the arc. They are doing a fantastic job. Can Gatquay do it again? No, Wade Deng made sure he's got a hand in his face. Sudd Eagles swing the ball to the other end of the floor. And a call, unable to connect. Oh, look at the pass. Great find for Garang Kual on the cut. And he is able to draw the foul, so he'll shoot two. Kual not able to hit on the first free throw. So far, Dementors have been unable to score from the free throw line. Finally get their first basket. It's a long pass, and that's great ball movement. Look at the rejection from Kual. Garang fires a pass to Deng. Deng steps into the three, and shooter's touch still not there as Sudd Eagles try to push on transition. Extra pass is good, and great job from a call to draw the foul. He'll shoot three. It looks like he was trying to give him an Allen Iverson look as he stepped over him. What's basketball without a little attitude? Gotta make your free throws, though. A call hits the second. Hits the third as well. And the Eagles still very much within reach. They're down 2 as we have some substitutions on the floor. Dementor's Wei Deng had a seat on the bench, and checking into the game is number 12, Mathiang Garang. And that's a tough move from Garang. Shot fake and then the attempt, but was missed everything. Got some stoppage on the floor as some clarifications on the scores.
56 seconds to go. And 16-14.
Just like that, we've gone under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Dementors have been managed to maintain the lead, but not by much. Just need one clutch shot from Sudd Eagles. Looked like a call fell asleep there. Rebound caught him flat-footed. The ball will stay on this end of the floor. Deng. Got to pay back out to Deng. Deng. And we got a holding foul. It's going to be Dementor's 5th team foul. So Eagles are now in the bonus. Got a quick clarification from the refs. So Eagles Goni will shoot 2. Goni could tie the game here from the free throw line. But he does not. So it's a 1-point game, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Jock from downtown airballs it. Rebound is good. Wal Garang gets his first field goal of the game. We've got a foul on the floor. Looks like Dementors. Wei Deng picked that one up. It's going to be Deng's first personal foul. Eagles. Second opportunity to even out the score from the free throw line. You've got to hit those free throws. Can never overemphasize the importance of getting these freebies. Dang, misses both. So Dementors with the edge. Less than 10 seconds to go. But a long three. Garang has cooled completely off. Gakwe wasn't able to convert on the other end of the floor before the buzzer. So the Eagles continue to trail Dementors 18 to 15 points. As we take a look at some of the statistics here from the first quarter, Dementors rebounding very well, and that really could be the key to their lead in this first quarter, as the Eagles shooting very well from beyond the arc, and but they've got to get the easy baskets inside the paint. Dementor, momentum on their side, but this game really can go either way. Looking at the two-point field goal percentage, 50% for Dementor, 12 for the Eagles. I will say, though, looking at the Eagles' turnover situation, much more improved from how they performed in the quarterfinals. Just 4 turnovers for the first quarter to Dementor's 6 turnovers. So we're going to get into the second quarter in just a moment. And here we are, top of the second. Dementor with a 3-point lead. A call to Gatque. Gatque shot fake, steps into the midi. It's off. And Dang gives him another lifeline. A call, drills the 3-point shot. And Eagles have tied the game up with Dementor. Garang distributing the ball. That's good ball movement, but one pass too many, and it's a great steal from Goni. Gatque doesn't think twice about it. This time is a bit too strong. But Sudd Eagles favor, luck, call it what it like, but it seems to be on their side. So deflection, Dementors, and the ball is going to stay on this end of the floor as Goni prepares to inbound. Gatque to Mate. And then the 3-point look, no good. Dang, too strong. And another call in Sudd Eagles' favor. And a technical has also been assessed against Dementors. Jung Bai Jok in frustration slammed the ball down, and the official Mercy caught that. Dementors, no need to panic. Plenty of time on the clock, and the game is simply tied. Call knocks down the free throw. It's going to be 19-18, the Eagles' favor. Long pass up top. Matei gives another pass to a call. Dang. Off balance, had to toss something up. And Eagles unable to convert on that possession. Steal from a call. Here comes Deng. In and out. And it's an offensive foul called on Deng, who graciously accepts it. We've got a timeout on the floor called by Dementor, who are down 1 point in this game. Foul on Sudd Eagles. It's going to be their second team foul. Kick out to Mugisha. Mugisha, he thought about the shot. Gets it to Yor. And the ball is passed right into the hands of Matei. Jackson back in the game. This time his knee wrapped up with a little bit more support. And Eagles definitely missed having his presence on the floor, but even without it, they were able to even out the score to 18-15 and catch up from what was quickly becoming a significant points differential. Matei now to Gatquay. Gatquay lines it up, knocks it down. And Gatquay is having a great shooting night for Sudd Eagles. He is 75% from beyond the arc and has 9 points as Jackson misses the first attempt, and the putback from Marial is successful. And already you can see the difference it makes having Bisingu on the floor for the Sudd Eagles. As Mugisha fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, it's going to be Sudd Eagles possession. Dang tosses it out to Jackson. Jackson loads. It's going to be Mugisha to bring the ball up. Mugisha, nice. Behind the back pass. You're on the drive. Manages to draw the foul, so he'll head to the free throw line as Dementor try to get the momentum back on their side. We've got another timeout on the floor. Dementor is trying to get back into this game. Tanguyor knocks down both his free throws, and it's a 4-point game. Sudd Eagles still in the lead with 7 minutes to go. Deng to bring the ball up. Kicks it out to Bisingu. Back to Deng. Zone defense. Working well for Dementors, managing to disrupt the passing lane and chew some time off the clock. Mate out to Jackson. Jackson back to Mate. Mate almost fumbles it. And great defense from Dementors, but really it was Sudd Eagles who shot themselves in the foot with that particular possession, so it's a shot clock violation as the ball goes the other end. Mate, very quiet in this game, just 2 points from him and that turnover. Mugisha almost losing it. Goes down the left wing. Mugisha gets it back. Shot looks good. Teammates fighting for the rebounds. The putback isn't going to go. And despite a great effort from Geu, Dementors come up empty in that possession. Jackson off balance. Mugisha on the drive. Defense clogged up the passing lane. Mate losing the ball again. And Dementors trying to keep things alive. Mugisha. Another turnover for him. And as a point guard, you've just got to handle the ball a lot better. The ball's going to be in your hands a lot. As Mate, turn-around jumper. Mugisha, corner three. Trying his best to rattle it in. It's going to be green ball. 6-point game. Eagles up. 5:15 to go in the second quarter. Singu, long pass to Gatquay. Gatquay has been an absolute force from beyond the arc this time. It gives the pass. Jackson is blocked. And now here comes Garang. We know how lethal he can be on transition offense, and the foul has been called on Thona Marial as Dementors get to the free throw line. And that really was their go-to action in the first quarter, and they've really cooled off in this second one, but they were capitalizing on their fast breaks, got a good amount, at least fast break points in the double digits. And now Kwal to shoot a couple of free throws on a great offensive effort from Dementor in that possession. Misses the second. Deng, the floor general, brings it up. Mate, spin move! Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. And looks like Deng got a knock on the back of the head as this game starts to get slightly more physical. Yang Deng has not been having a good shooting effort from the line. He's 20%, 1 for 4. Misses both free throws once again as Mugisha has the ball in his hands. 5-point game, and ball passed right out of bounds by Gesho Geu. That's going to be Dementor's 14th turnover so far in this game. And that's just not going to fly if they're trying to close this gap, this points differentials. Again, 5 points isn't much. But once your turnovers start racking up, it's, could be a nail in your coffin down the line. Oh, they left Mariel wide open. He was looking to make him pay. That's something you cannot do. And number 6 for Dementor, Wal Garang, manages to draw the foul. Again, not a great shooting night from the free throw line for both teams, really. The Dementors are shooting 41%. As Garang misses the first free throw. Gets the second one to drop. First field goal by the first point of the game. Here comes Deng. Little more ball pressure on him defensively. That's going to be another turnover for Sudd Eagles. Thon Mariel stepped on the sideline. Yaya Garang, they thought he was going to pass it. He fires off a shot, misses. Offensive board chased down by Walgarang, and then pass is just too high for Mugisha. And we talked about Mugisha's turnovers. He needs to clean up his act on that end. Deng kicks it out for the 3-ball. This time, Gadkwe can't connect. Garang passes to Mugisha. Wei Deng wide open in the corner. No one sees him. Baseline turnaround jumper misses everything. And Dementor's shot selection not in a great place right now. Deng, drive and kick. Beautiful shovel pass to find Marielle for the finish. And Eagles, 28 to Dementors, 22 points, 2:36 to go before the end of the first half. It's not been a high scoring second quarter at all, specifically for Dementors. 4 points only for them in this second quarter, despite scoring 18 in the first. So they have gone stone cold right now as Gadkwe. Runner isn't going to get there, and we've got a jump ball. Possession goes to Dementor. Garang, kick out to Mugisha. Mugisha, finds the bottom of the net. Very important 3-point shot made for Dementors to keep them in this game. So it's back to a 3-point lead for Sudd Eagles. Eagles trying to respond on the other end of the floor. It's no go. And then the foul from the Dementors to bail out number 9, Francis Buana. Buana will shoot 2. Buana off the mark for both free throws. So it stays a 3-point game. And a travel call made on Yaya Garang as the turnover situation becomes from worse to worser. 16 turnovers for the team in gray. Deng, get out to Goni. Goni, long three is drilled. And just like that, they've gone across the 30-point mark. It's 31-25. Wei Deng with a response on the other end of the floor. Right back at you. And a pocket of excitement here for the fans as Dementor and Eagles trade 3-point shots. It's a kick out for another 3-ball, rattled in by number 6, Wal Garang. And just when the gym was falling asleep, the players have come alive from beyond the 3-point arc. Deng, bounce pass, and we got a foul call. You can see the displeasure in Dementor's faces rather, as we take another look at that replay. So Deng doing a fantastic job of drawing the defense. And then even though Hua was able to swipe it from the air, the foul happened on his way up, as Sudd Eagles, they would have been able to extend this lead convincingly if they would just make their free throws. But shooting 35% from the line isn't going to cut it. As Thon Mariel connects on the second free throw. Line drive pass to the baseline. Baseline shot is good. Dementors have come alive in these final 2 minutes of the second quarter. And Sudd Eagles trying to catch up. The putback is no good from Goni, and he thought he would get the foul call. He does not. Dementors with a final chance to score. Deng, steal. Shot no good. But Dementors have done just enough to take the lead away from Sudd Eagles despite trailing the entire second quarter. So the switch has flipped. Dementors closing out the first quarter 18 to 15. And then trailing for the better part of the second, only to squeeze away with a 1-point lead, 33 to 32. And we are back to an exciting game. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more action in just a moment. Good evening. If you're just joining us, it's the first semifinal game of the night from the Ask Cup 2025. It's been an interesting first half. Dementors leading the way 33-32, but that scoreline barely tells the story. A late run from Dementors, who were trailing for the better part of the second quarter, allowed them to catch up. And here they are within reach of Sudd Eagles, who had just started getting comfortable. Dementors shooting 44% from inside the arc and 25% from three-point land. 62% from the free throws. So it's not been a great shooting night. Very low scoring game for both sides. But Dementors have been doing a fantastic job of getting the rebounds. 30 rebounds from them total. Defensive rebounds, 23. So they've been doing a great job of making sure that Sudd Eagles don't have second chance opportunities to score. While we're talking about Sudd Eagles, we must talk about John Gadquay, who has gone off from beyond the arc. He is 3 for 3 from deep and isn't looking like he's trying to slow down anytime soon. The Eagles have also kept a very good, clean game. Just 8 turnovers for them, which is impressive considering at the quarterfinals game, Jackson Bisungu had 7 turnovers just by himself, not even team turnovers. Him alone, 7 turnovers, and Mate contributed for 6. Now, those 2 players, despite having great quarterfinals games, have been very quiet in this particular matchup. Mate has 4 points. Jackson Bisungu went down early in the first quarter with a knee injury and has not been able to score yet. You can see he is not on the floor right now, and Eagles are hurting in his absence. As the third quarter underway here, and we are off to the races with Kevin Mugisha knocking down that 3. It looks like the momentum they were able to build at the bottom of the second might have leaked into the third quarter, and Sudd Eagles might have to make some changes on the defensive end. They want to stay in this game, but who needs defense when you've got offensive players like Yang Dang? Eagles maintain that 1-point differential between Dementors. You got the shot fake and the kick out. Wade Dang, good unselfish basketball back into the hands of Wade Dang. He has to shoot it. He does with confidence. And Dementors now up 39-35 as Gadquay able to draw the foul. It was on the floor. So it's going to be Sudd Eagles possession on this end of the floor. Gadquay, he thought he had the angle to get the pass to Goni. Wade Dang, he's feeling good. That time, shooter's touch isn't there. A long pass and a bit of a strange shot by Goni as Mugisha kicks it out. Back to Mugisha. Mugisha corner 3. No. Dementors trying to convert this possession, come up empty. Dang fires. Comes up short. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter. It's been at a blistering pace. Already Dementors have scored 6 points, make that 8. Yaya Garang has been great from the mid-range in this game, taking advantage of the fast breaks and now showing off his versatility as Sudd Eagles number 8 Thon Mariel manages to draw the foul. basket good. Gatquay, acrobatic. And couldn't get that one to go, but his strides, one step to the next. He's already cleared like 5 feet. So he does a great job attacking the rim and getting back onto the line. 9 points for him so far tonight. All of those 9 points coming from beyond the arc. Gets to double digits with that free throw. As the Eagles trailing now by 4 points. That's a good pass. And then a kiss off the glass for the finish. Garang Kwal. Behind the back, dang. Almost loses it. Mugisha tried to chase it down, and it goes out of bounds. Dang, kicks it out to Gatquay. Gatquay, one more pass into the corner. We've got a whistle on the floor. Looks like Marial stepped on the line again. And his spatial awareness when he's on the far end of the court seems to be lacking a little bit. As the Mentors now take the lead, 43, Eagles 37. Sudd Eagles, great defense, clogging up the passing lanes, clogging up the driving lanes, and making sure the Mentors don't have easy looks at the basket. Pass to Gatquay. Gatquay, spin to Mate. And now Goni steps into the mid-range shot, comes up short. Trying to keep things alive for the Sudd Eagles. Marial, first attempt blocked, second one is successful. Fawn Marial now at 11 points for Sudd Eagles. It's good to see other players stepping into the role, the offensive role that Jackson Bisungu would normally fill for the Sudd Eagles. Marial with the defensive board. Gatquay, long pass is scooped up by Wei Deng. Deng, saw Garang, Garang. Gatquay got a piece of it. And I'm of the opinion Garang should have just attacked the rim. It's worked for him before. Gotta do what seems to be working well. And just as I say that, Fawn Marial, ice in his veins as he gets that basket to go. It's back to a 2-point game, folks. 5 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. This second half has been off to a roaring start. As Mugisha trying to see if he has a hot hand from deep. He does not. Look at that pass, threading the needle to find Mate on the fast break. What a play from the Sudd Eagles. Yesterday they struggled playing team ball. Today they've recognized that that is what it's gonna take to win games comfortably. As we take another look at the last couple of plays here from Sudd Eagles. Fawn Marial dancing his way to the center lane to knock down the backboard shot. And then again on the other end of the floor, the point guard finds Mate on the cut. Textbook basketball. Some great possessions from Sudd Eagles. And the scores are now tied at 43 apiece. 4 minutes, 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Back to the action. Garang, kick out to Deng. Deng back to Yaya. Ball is swung around, and then the attack from Yor. And Sudd Eagles did a good job of collapsing on defense, making sure that center lane drive was not an easy look at the cup. So they've been rewarded for their efforts. Here comes Deng. Deng to the corner. Gatquay, we know what he can do from beyond the arc. That time, he's off the mark. Wade Deng felt good about it. Garang kicks it out for the three ball, no go. And Deng, long pass. Sudd Eagles with the numbers, Mate. He's hacked, and he'll head to the free throw line. Try and grab a lead from Dementors. The court vision from Yang Deng, I tell you, it has given Sudd Eagles a lot of easy points. His ability to keep his head up and see what the defense is giving him on the other end of the floor has allowed them to get a good amount of field goals in this game. Mate too strong. Mate misses both free throws, so the scores remain tied. Now, Dementors trying to split the defense. Is the foul going to be called? Yes, it is. Gatquay. Can't believe it. And Gatquay having a word at the bench. See his teammate trying to cool him down. Keep his head in the game. As Garang will shoot a couple free throws. Garang gets both free throws to drop. Beautiful sight to see. Here come the Eagles on the other end of the floor. Mate! They're gonna call a travel on him, and he hasn't seemed to have been able to figure out what the refs are seeing. This is a problem that he's had repeatedly in the quarterfinals and in the group stage. He has an incredible ability to get to the rim, him and Gakwe. But there's this extra step happening somewhere for Mate, and they just keep on calling it. As Wade Deng knocks down the 2-ball. So 2:50 to go. Dementor by 2. Gakwe to Deng. Deng thought about feeding the post. Too many gray jerseys around Mate. The long 3 isn't going to get there. And here comes Dementor's Garang. Garang almost loses it. Sudd Eagles successful with the steal. Deng on the push. The cross, the pass out, and they decide to slow things down a little bit and take their time finding the open man. Gakwe, he's got Deng all over him. It's the kick out for the shot. Marial! No. Deng! Definitely no. So Dementors maintain the lead by 4 points. Garan kicks it up top. Yor. Deng, patience with his execution. Mate kicks it out. The pass back to Deng. Shot clock starting to wind down here. Marial trying to get the and one. And he'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be his second time heading there. Second free throw is good for Marial, who now has 15 points to his name. Deng at the wing. Wade Deng pulls up from three-point land and knocks it down. And Deng has been getting things done for Dementors. Excellent offensive contribution from him. He's at 13 points and has connected on 3 of his 5 attempts from beyond the arc. Mate managed to maintain his footing, but wasn't able to connect on the shot. Scores are now 47-44. Dementors up by 3. Got about a minute 30 left on the clock. Ball inbounded. Garang trying to be patient with it, gets it to Deng. Deng, you can't give him that much space to shoot. This time is off. A second chance for him. Comes up short in that attempt as well. And Sudd Eagles doing everything to try and get the ball. Deng forced to foul. And that's going to be another team foul for Sudd Eagles. 6-point lead for the Dementors, who've managed to maintain this since the halftime, where they were leading by 1 point off a scoring run. Sudd Eagles have not been able to recover. Wade Dang. Wade Dang, remember that name. He has become a problem for Sudd Eagles as he's now up to 16 points and not looking like he's going to slow down anytime soon. Eagles forced to call a timeout. They need to figure out how they're going to stop Dang. Back to the action. Sudd Eagles are hemorrhaging. Down 9 points. Something has to give. Mate kicks it out to the baseline, gets it back at the top, at the elbow, and a kiss off the glass finish for Yopgoni as the clock winds down. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Dementors 53, Eagles 46. And what a great effort from Dementors to not only maintain the lead, but also really start getting into their offensive rhythm, albeit quite late. But to have a great third quarter like that, to score 20 points coming out of the half, has put them in a very good place. Take a look at some of these game statistics. Again, still pretty evenly matched when it comes to scoring, although Dementors have improved with their points inside the paint and with their free throws. They continue to dominate from the rebounding end, now leading at 41 to 33 rebounds. But it's a team effort, and Dementors are playing good basketball right now, heading into the fourth quarter. Taking a look at some of the game statistics for Wade Dang. He has come through in the clutch in this third quarter, shooting 36% from beyond the arc, and now up to 16 points with 11 defensive rebounds and 1 offensive rebound. So he already has a double-double to his name as we get into the fourth quarter here. Mugisha almost losing it. Dementor's doing a good job with the ball movement, but it's one pass too many, and Mugisha called for the foul as he tries to steal the ball. Mate kicks it out to Marielle for the 3. No good. There to clean up the mess is Yop Goni. Mugisha rushes his shot, misses everything. And Dementors, despite that attempt, their shot selections improved significantly in the third quarter as Mate, and that has to be a travel. He's frustrated. I don't know if he's frustrated with himself or with his team. But for that possession, there's no one to blame but himself. Sudd Eagles starting to split at the seams and lose their composure as we take another look at that replay. Mate, who generally has been a strong player for Sudd Eagles, despite his turnovers. He's frustrated, and he can't let that frustration get to him. We've got another timeout on the floor before we get back to the action. Garang out to the corner. Mugisha get it to Wei Deng, trying to take advantage of his hot hand. Has such a great shooter's touch as Jackson Bisungu loses the ball. And Bisungu has taken out the other knee support. Seems to have opted for the band, but you can see his movement. He's definitely favoring his other leg. Deng swings the ball. Elbow shot, no good. Sudd Eagles with a fast break opportunity. Marial! He didn't know that he was getting chased down. And the ball is deflected as he heads to the free throw line. And with his height and strength, if you asked me, he should have just dunked it. Mate fade away, doesn't have the legs to get the ball there. And it's going to be a kick. So the ball stays on this end of the floor for Sudd Eagles. Bisungu gets it to Marial. Marial picks up his dribble. Now shot clock starts to wind down. Jackson continuing to come up empty as Mugisha brings the ball up. Mugisha, his decision making has been lacking in the last couple of minutes as Jackson misses once again, gets it to Deng. Deng, kick out for the 3-ball, no go. And Sudd Eagles struggling to score here in the fourth quarter. Only managed to connect on one field goal As Yaya Garang is fouled on the way up by Jackson. So Yaya will head to the free throw line. He's got 3 Phoebes. Garang misses the first. Gets the second one to drop. And he could make this a 7-point lead for Dementors. Every basket counts in the fourth quarter, where you don't have much more time to make things happen. And just when we say everything counts, Sudd Eagles with a turnover. It's going to be their 17th turnover. Mugisha, they left him wide open and he couldn't take advantage of it. Dang now kicks it out. And Dementor is trying to force, but look at the kiss off the glass for Mugisha. Bank shot. Sudd Eagles, Dang tries to go up. So whistle on the floor, manages to draw the foul. Back to a 9-point lead for Dementors thanks to that bank 3-point shot on the other end of the floor. .48 to go here. And this is the first semifinal game of the night. We've got a second one on the way, coming up right after this one between the Kodok Warriors and Nakuru Hawks. Dang misses both free throws. Matei trying to keep things alive. It's going to be a jump ball. And possession stays on this end of the floor. Yen Matei having a frustrating night. 6 points for him, shooting 50% from the field. He's just not been able to get active and produce the way he normally does. And you can see just how frustrated he is. He knows he can bring so much to the table, and he has. But it's always tough to have great shooting nights back to back in the game of basketball. So he's got to give himself grace. I'll tell you who's not given any kind of grace. Sudd Eagles defense, Mate with the flush. And that has to do something for his confidence after having a slow game. Dementor up by 7, 6 minutes to go. Yaya Garang, the hesitation. And then tries to go down the center lane, but that zone defense is making that virtually impossible. Dang with the teardrop, no. Garang kicks it out to Qual. Qual gets it up top. Mugisha goes past the first defender, gets his pocket picked. Here they come on the other end of the floor. Is the offensive foul going to be called? It is! It is! Sacrificing his body for the team. Number 6, Wal Garang, manages to draw the offensive foul. Let's take another look at that, and he plants his feet very well, keeps his hand in place. Marial was about to hit him with the too small. Just the joke's on him. Dang, great steal from him. You got Jackson on the other end of the floor, almost losing it. Baseline jumper, get that stuff out of here. The denial. And then to get the ball back into the hands of the Dementors. Sudd Eagles are starting to find themselves in a very difficult place as we are now past the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Deng to Mate. Mate muscling his way to the hoop, and he has just had an off night. He has had bad luck with shooting from the opening whistle, and things aren't changing for him. Mugisha, another steal. No, Mugisha manages to keep the handle on it, then the fadeaway jumper. Count it. Eagles, they've not given up the fight. They've not given up the fight at all as Marial knocks down that mid-range jumper. But Dementors, really, what an impressive performance from them. Scores are now 60-53. Mate, step back, not gonna get there. Jackson coming in. Huge offensive board for him. A great effort for him to crash the boards in that way. And the Sudd Eagles hanging in there. 5 points down. Dementors come up empty in that possession. Mate, well, that was a dangerous pass. And then the steal. Mate knew it. Great effort from him to make sure he chases the ball down. And that pass was not made for the fast break. But those passes in the backcourt, very dangerous. Mugisha, 3 feet from beyond the arc. And another questionable shot-making decision from him, if you ask me. Dang. Kick out to Jackson. Bisungu from downtown. No. Mate has a go at it. No! And it's gonna be a team foul, personal foul rather, picked up by Mathiang Garang. See, the referee says it's a pushing foul. And Jackson, who has been missing bunnies. Redemption for him. No. It only becomes redemption if he hits these free throws. He's missed the first one. He has to get this second one to make it a 2-possession game. Singu finds the bottom of the net. It's a 4-point lead for Dementors. Great give and go, look at the block! Mate swatted that to the other end of the court. And then Jackson! So close! So close! Well, he earns another trip to the free throw line as Sudd Eagles clawing their way back into this game. It's 2:23 on the clock. And Jackson Bisingu makes his first free throw. Gets the second to go as well. He's come late to the party, but he's here. And it's now a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. The energy in the arena has picked up. Fans know that it's quickly stepping into crunch time here as Sudd Eagles with the possession. Deng to Marial. Marial leading his team with 17 points. Mate now kicks it out for the shot. Deng, no! It's chased down by Goni. Marial almost getting stuck. Jackson Bisingu now gives the extra pass. Deng. Look at the fight from Sudd Eagles. They are battling for the boards. And you've got to give credit to the Dementors. They're really trying their best to recover on defense and get on the help side. But Sudd Eagles are passing the ball faster than they were moving. It's going to be Dementors' ball. 1 minute, 30 seconds on the game clock. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call malaria time. Mugisha with the teardrop. Mugisha can't get the drop. Here comes Deng with the push. They must value the ball. Deng knows that. They cannot afford mistakes. Wade Deng, remember the name. Wade Deng, remember the name. He is on fire. Huge bucket from him. Dementors now lead 63-58. They force Sudd Eagles to take a timeout. Just when the Eagles were starting to see daylight, Wade Deng shut the door. Switch the light switch. Such a beautiful rainbow arc on that shot. A minute of game here in this semifinal matchup between Dementors and Sudd Eagles. The winner will advance to the finals taking place on Thursday. Sudd Eagles under pressure. Down 5. Jackson Bisungu loads and fires. Oh my goodness. What are we seeing here? Eagles down 2 now. They are still within reach. Their championship's hopes are still alive. The rebound from Yopagoni. And then Dang. It was not the right pass. It was not the right decision. And you can see Jackson's frustration. And this could come back to haunt them. Jackson fouling. They've got fouls to give. 20 seconds on the game clock. Eagles are still down 2, but they have enough time to determine a different outcome of this game than what many thought it would be. Dementors coming in undefeated from the group stage, definitely the favorites in this battle for a championship finish. But Sudd Eagles know what it takes to fight in a game to the final seconds. And that is exactly what they're going to have to do against the team in gray as we take another look at that replay. Dang kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson fighting through injury. He has been phenomenal and locked in the final possessions of this game. Dementor's ball. We got the baseline drive and the kick out for the finish. Mugisha. Ball in Dementor's favor with 13 seconds on the game clock. Dementors with the 2-point lead. Can they hang on to win it? Or will Sudd Eagles fight their way back into this game? A tense moment here in Nyayo National Stadium. Very few seconds on the clock. Dementors inbound. Mugisha pulls it out. Jackson slips. Mugisha trying to shake him off. And he's managed to take out at least 6 seconds from the clock, and it's exactly what his team wanted him to do. They don't have to shoot the ball. It is more valuable to run this clock down. So it remains a 2-point game. Mugisha misses the first free throw. And I've always said this is why you've got to work on your free throws and make sure that you hit them when it matters the most. He could have made this a 2-possession game, but it continues to remain a 1-possession game. He misses the second free throw. Sudd Eagles, they've got the rebound, and 5 seconds as Dementors foul. Sudd Eagles, they are in the bonus. This could be free throws coming up. We got a timeout on the floor. Coach Zachariah of the Sudd Eagles in a tricky spot, down 2. We'll see what he draws up for his boys coming out of this timeout. Sudd Eagles with 4 seconds on the clock. Mate spins, goes to the rack, he scores! Mate keeps Sudd Eagles in this game! Oh my goodness! Scores tied 63-63. Mate has sent this game into overtime. The fans can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. When it mattered the most, the footwork was working. And Yen Mate, who has struggled with his shooting in this game, has done exactly what his team needed to do and exactly when they needed him to do it. Let's take another look at that replay. We've talked about how his strides are so long that it's tough for any one defender to keep up with him. And that's exactly what he did in that possession. It's tied game with 1 second on the clock. And unless a miracle happens here, this game is going into overtime. So the Dementors timeout has allowed them to get the ball on the other end of the floor. Coach Cario Diambo is no stranger to these kinds of situations. Let's see what play he's drawn up for the boys. Just a second to shoot, and Sudd Eagles have done just enough and right on time to send this game into overtime. We knew it was going to be close. I don't know how many of us knew it was going to be this close. And they have a lifeline. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We've got some new minutes coming up as this game continues. An incredible 40 minutes it has been in this semifinal game, and now it's been extended to a fresh 5 minutes. We have overtime, our first overtime of the week, ladies and gentlemen. And it's come between these two teams right here, Dementors and Sudd Eagles. Marial trying to see if he's still hot in this overtime. But Sudd Eagles have not been able to convert. Dementors. Garang. Ball was ripped right out of his hands. Bisingu now. Kicks it out to Marial. Marial to find Mate. Back out to Bisingu. Bisingu from downtown. Denied the bucket. Garang at the wing. He's got Jackson on him. Jackson's managed to lock him up. And the first minute of basketball in this overtime has gone scoreless for both teams. Jackson Bisingu looking to change that. No. Mugisha, long pass. Dang. Dang, can't get the teardrop finish. Mate pulls it out. Tries to slow it down a little bit. Tries to see if they can have a more composed finish. Shot clock starting to wind down. Dang, from deep, way off. And now as we start to approach the 3 minutes mark, neither team has been able to score. It's still 63-63. Mugisha. Ball rolls off his leg out of bounds. Very clear to see that the boys are tired. But if they want to get to the final game, they've got to lock in for these last 3 minutes. As Mate almost losing it. Mugisha fouls. Pushing foul. So we're going to have some free throws coming up. Mate taking a moment to compose himself as he rattles in the first free throw. He's now at 11 points, 13 rebounds. And even though he had a slow start, he really has come through in the clutch for Sudd Eagles. As he gets the rebound, he has a chance to put it up again. That time misses everything. Here come Dementors. Eagles up by 1. Garang almost loses it. And then the steal from Deng. And the point guard will take his time, bring up. He knows that they don't have to be in a rush with a slight 1-point lead. Jackson thought about the shot, went for a better option, gets it to Deng. Deng to Mate. Mate from the mid-range isn't going to get there. Dementors have to score. Wade Deng. That time, not able to get it to drop. So it's Sudd Eagles maintaining this 1-point lead with just over 2 minutes to go. Wei Deng off the glass, misses. And looks like he hit his head on something or someone. So he'll take his time to get up as Sudd Eagles have a quick conversation amongst the players. It is essential for the Eagles to maintain their composure. Yang Deng shakes off the first defender. Almost loses the ball. Jackson from downtown. He's off. Mate couldn't get a handle on the ball. And Mugisha will bring it up. Time is ticking away. Yaya Garang, he hasn't had the depth for that shot. You've got to wonder why he's attempting now. Looking at his statistics, he has not made a single three-point shot. So you have to ask yourself why he would attempt that when there's still plenty of time on the shot clock. Getting back to the action here, where for the players it comes down more to from physical strength to mental fortitude. You can know they're tired. It's been a long week of basketball, even though it's just Tuesday. Bisungu to Mate. Deng now, bounce pass to Jackson. Jackson, fade away. No. The Mentors with another opportunity to score. And if they do, they could take the lead here, but they have been unsuccessful with their efforts. This time, finally, the Mentors score. And it comes at the hands of number 9, Garang Kwol. We've got 1 minute on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Kwol misses. It's chased down by Deng. Deng turns the jets on, kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson loses his footing and steps out of bounds. His shoes have failed him. And now with 50 seconds left on the clock, we are back to malaria time. And a 1-point game. Mugisha from downtown drills the 3-point shot. And the scores are now 68 to 64. Dementors, Mugisha when it matters the most. Huge game for Mugisha. He is 1 rebound shy from a double-double. And then Jackson is fouled at the halfway line. And he'll shoot these 2 free throws. The most important free throw of the game. It's a 1-possession game. Yaya Garang almost loses it. Throws it back to nobody. As we have a whistle on the floor, let's get a clarification of what the call is. Deng, pass to Marial. The Eagles back to Deng. Deng gets it to Mate. Mate was huge in the 4th quarter. He misses that time. And the ball goes out of bounds. So it's the Dementors' ball as the pressure steadily increasing for the Eagles. Sudd Eagles have to up the ante on the defensive end and increase the pressure. Force to foul Mugisha. 17 seconds on the clock. Dementor up by 2. Mugisha, who has not scored once from the free throw line, scores once again when it matters the most. If he hits the second free throw, he makes the 2-possession game and puts Sudd Eagles in a very, very tricky situation coming out of this dead ball. He misses. So it remains a 1-possession game for Sudd Eagles. Deng on the drive. He's blocked. Dementors hanging in there. Mate has to foul. And they foul none other than that man right there, Kevin Mugisha. Taking a look at that replay there, Mugisha hits a very important 3 for Dementors. And then on the other end of the floor, manages to hold on to the ball, draw the foul. And with a 3-point advantage here, Dementors are very well placed to walk away with the victory. You can see Coach Cario Diambo already beginning to celebrate as Mugisha sets up to shoot his free throws here. Mugisha hits the first free throw. And I tell you, talk about someone shooting, or rather making their shots when it matters the most. He's made some questionable decisions on the offensive end, and unfortunately, Seth has 7 turnovers to his name. But when it has mattered the most, when his team has needed him the most, he has come through in the clutch. And now has made it a 2-possession game as Sudd Eagles' chances of advancing to the final almost non-existent now. Mugisha hits the second free throw, and that will do it for Dementors. They have been able to create the distance that they need, and Sudd Eagles, their chances are gone. They were only been able to score 3 points in these last 5 minutes of overtime. And while Dementor have not been able to score much more than that at just about 8 points, it's the 8 points that have really mattered the most in this game to send them into the finals. It's 4 seconds on the game clock. And Dementors are going to be the winners of this game. You look at the body language of Sudd Eagles, they know that it's all but done. Ball gets into play and Deng is gonna run down the clock. Dementors are your winners of the first semifinals game, and they're gonna be the team that advances to the finals that will be played at Kasarani Indoor Arena on Thursday. What an incredible performance. A late run from Dementors had allowed them to take the lead at the end of the first half and into the third quarter, and they were able to maintain that lead. After that, we saw an incredible effort from Yen Mate, who had a slow night, and he pushed through to the final whistle at the fourth quarter and managed to extend this game into overtime. But Dementors hang on to pick up the victory that they need to move on to the final. So that's the final score on your screen. Dementors 71, Eagles 66. Don't go too far, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got one more game on the books. It's the second semifinal of the night coming up between Kodok Warriors and Nakuru Hawks.